So, this is Rosa. This is an immigrant that came to Portugal. And are you listening okay? Yes, because I do like this all the time. What I asked you about people that has no job, that has no money, and even so, society would expect you to contribute something. So I guess you wouldn't feel very well. And we met Rosa in a poor neighborhood in Portugal. And she was a single mother of 3. She was an immigrant, an African immigrant, so she couldn't speak good Portuguese. And she didn't have the means to support their kids or even to look for a proper job. And with Rosa, in that poor neighborhood in Lisbon, we identified this problem. We had several ladies like Rosa that could do good cleaning services. That's what was her expertise, cleaning services. So we want to work with, I would say, the PhDs of the cleaning ladies. So we want to work, Tim, I have to practice more with this. So we need to look for the high-skilled ladies, the ones that know how to do their work very well, the cleaning services. And we want to look for the high in will, that the ones that really want to work and the ones that make our project of trust and confidence. Because we want to make this bridge between the employer, people like you and me, and the employee. And we want to offer them an experience of trust and confidence, and not only sweeping or dishwashing or cooking. We want the person that hires to trust that lady that comes from a poor neighborhood and that is normally connected with burglars, with the traffic dealers, with sometimes prostitutes. And we want to make their profession, the cleaning ladies service, honorable and trustable. And Tim mentioned some figures a while ago. Okay. Tim mentioned some figures, and did you know that in Portugal, 90% of the cleaning ladies are in an irregular situation? That is a lot. It's not because Portuguese want to do things in a bad way. It's because, like I mentioned, the bureaucracy is very high, and it's a big mess to hire people to do your cleaning services in a formal way. So I take money out of my pocket and I pay directly to the cleaning lady. That's easy. So what we did here was this business opportunity was to solve the market inefficiencies. And on the one hand, we have the client, and we want to solve all the problems for the client, but we want to offer that experience of trust and confidence. So we will recruit the best cleaning ladies, the ones that are unemployed. We will evaluate her performance and coach them through all the process. And we give feedback to the client, receive feedback from the client, and we will accompany the lady for 2 years and make sure she's in a safe place, in a safe situation, and that after the 2 years she can keep going on her own. So, so you could ask, is it Projeto Marias like a job agency? No, it's not a job agency. It really does meet supply with demand, but it established this relation over the time, which is a different thing of a job agency. A job agency, I don't know what is the reality here in Hong Kong, but in Portugal, job agencies only make the match and They don't care if the person is in a good situation, if the person knows her rights and duties to the society. So Projeto Marias does that. It really makes the matching between supply and demand, but it also establishes a relationship between the client and the employee and makes sure the employee is in a good situation for now and for the future. So let me tell you about one of our ladies, one of our Marys. Her name is Lourdes. It's not one of these, but it could be. These ones are real Marias. So as you see, they are mostly from African countries, but we also have Portuguese and Eastern country Marias. We even have a dentist that was from Letonia, and she came to Portugal and she couldn't find a job, so she's a cleaning lady. But Lourdes, as I was saying, she got pregnant last year, and if she was out of Projeto Marias, what would probably happen is that she would be in the job until the baby was born, and then probably she would lose her job because she couldn't work. And in Projeto Marias, she has the right to her maternity leave, and after 5 months, she's returning to her clients because we made sure that her clients had the right Marias while she was gone. So now Lourdes is getting back to the job this month, and she's very happy, and her baby is good too. So let me just give you a hint about the way we solve this inefficient bureaucracy. The client pays to Projeto Marias, and from that, we are the ones that monthly we pay to Social Security, we pay the wage to Maria, and we pay all the insurance duties of Maria and client. So it's a big bureaucracy thing. And we want not only to give employment to Marias, but also make the government aware of this complexity that makes people to keep in this poverty circle, and that is so simple to take them out of this poverty circle. It's just leave bureaucracy out of the system and makes things easier. Perhaps it's the same thing here in Hong Kong. So we take not only the Maria's perspective, but also the customer's perspective. And when we buy something, and especially here in China, I learned that time is money, and we need to be quick, because everything needs to be efficient. So we take the customer perspective, and we want to give him an experience, as I said, of trust and confidence, but also of simplicity. So you must be thinking, this got to be expensive. No, it's not expensive. It's not expensive at all. It's the same market price. It's market price, we say? Okay. And that's because we built, as a social business, a network of partners. We have a major sponsor that invests in social innovation, which is the case of Projeto Marias. It's a social innovation business. And we have partners in the bank company, in the insurance companies, and our lawyers are also on a business pro bono status. We have a management full-time paid position. We have automatized processes. So we take care of this social business as a for-profit business. Pardon. Because we believe that social business is walking toward a self-sufficient mode, and social needs to work a lot, not to depend on the state or on the government. So we need to quick, time is money, and make it. Not losing, of course, the sensible part and the social focus, that is the most important thing. So now I'm going to give you the contextualization about money. I don't know if these figures will make sense for you, but in Portugal, a cleaning lady in a regular situation would earn like 123 euros a month. With no, I don't know if it's less or too much in here for Hong Kong, but in Portugal is 3 times less the minimum wage. So it's not for a decent life. It's not for raising your children. And after they came in Projeto Marias, they have a monthly net income in average of 472. And that allows you to give Marias a decent life. And not a comfortable life, of course, they cannot travel to Paris every year. But of course, this is 4 times what they earn. And the hourly net income passed from 4 euros to 7 in an hour social business. And you need to work on a budget and a plan. You need to have a business plan and invest in key tools, in key tools, and start. I've written here, start only when key processes are systematized and tools are fit for purpose. But my experience is also, don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just start with what you have and do what you have to do. Follow your gut. And finally, I'm in my final words here. These numbers are not very high. Portugal has a different scope of acting. We are just 10 million in Portugal. But in Lisbon, we managed to intervene to impact in more than 90 women employed and empowered. And that means more than 90 citizens paying their taxes, so contributing to society, and more than 90 families that had overcome poverty. And even though it's not a big number, I think even if you make the difference in one person's life, it's worth the wait. So, do I have the answers for tomorrow? I don't have the answers for tomorrow, but what I've learned is that simple people doing small things in unimportant places get extraordinary changes. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I agree with you that although the impact seems a little bit number, but I think the impact behind is changing the lives of the 90 families and also to the